Hey guys, I'm not using AI voiceover. That is the wet kitchen. It is very common for Vietnamese to. Tốt, đúng rồi, đúng rồi. Ngồi hết full hết luôn. Đúng rồi. Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well today. Before we start, I just want to mention that I don't use AI voiceovers in my videos. What you hear is my real voice. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about this YouTube channel. To be honest, I don't really know where it's going. When I created this channel, I didn't have a clear plan. I wasn't trying to become a YouTuber. I wasn't building a business. I just started posting videos because I wanted to share a little bit of my life. And even today, I still don't know exactly what this channel should become. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doing the right thing. There are already so many videos about life in Asia on YouTube. There are so many channels showing Vietnam, local food, daily life, and travel experiences. Because of that, sometimes I feel like my channel is growing very slowly. Maybe too slowly. Have you ever worked on something and wonder if it would ever go anywhere? Have you ever felt unsure about your future? That's how I feel sometimes. But for now, I keep making videos. I enjoy sharing these ordinary moments of life in Vietnam. And I'm grateful that some of you choose to spend a few minutes of your day with me. So, thank you for being here. Today I woke up feeling a little lost. My mind was completely blank. I didn't know what to do, what to think about, or where to go. Have you ever had a morning like that? So I did what I usually do. I got on my motorbike and went for a ride. The streets where I live are usually very peaceful in the morning. Not much traffic, not much noise, just people slowly starting their days. What about where you live? Is your neighborhood quiet in the morning, or is it already busy before breakfast? After riding around for a while, I started feeling hungry, so I stopped at one of my favorite local breakfast spots. This morning I'm having bánh canh chả cá. Bánh canh is a Vietnamese noodle soup made with thick, chewy noodles. The broth is rich and comforting, and today's bowl comes with fish cakes. It's a very common breakfast in Vietnam, although many foreigner visitors seem to prefer pho. Personally, I enjoy both. What about you? Do you like fish? Would you try a fish noodle soup for breakfast? And if you've visited Vietnam before, what was your favorite Vietnamese dish? This little restaurant is very local. I come here often and it feels like everyone knows each other. The customers chat with the owner like old friends. This lady even brought vegetables with her and is preparing them while she eats breakfast so she can cook lunch for her family later. Life moves a little slower here. My breakfast today cost only 35 Vietnamese dong, which is about $1.20. Many foreigners are surprised by prices like this. Eating out in Vietnam can be very convenient and affordable, but at the same time, average incomes here are much lower than in many Western countries. Therefore, life is not necessarily easy just because things are cheap. What about where you live? How much does breakfast usually cost? Do you eat at home or eat out? I would love to know. After breakfast, I went looking for coffee because I was still feeling sleepy. I stopped at a small coffee shop that I've never visited before. That is where I will sit. And that is the coffee shop. Really nice. The coffee cost 80 cents, and the owner was incredibly friendly. She offered me a glass of homemade soybean milk. Soybean milk is very popular in Vietnam. Soybeans are blended, cooked, and lightly sweetened to create a creamy drink that often enjoyed for breakfast or as an afternoon snack.
Đây nè, cô nấu ngon lắm nè, cô quay cho cô bán chập tới chiều là hết rồi. Đó nè, ngon không? Thơm lắm, cô nghe không?
Đã quá. Some people drink it hot, while others prefer it cold.
Khách du lịch uống khen quá trời khen, cho nên cô vui vậy đó. Cô vui lắm.
Do people drink soybean milk where you live? The owner also gave me some free tea. This tea is made from voi leaves, a traditional Vietnamese herbal tea that many people believe has health benefits. The interesting thing is that she planted the tree herself 10 years ago when it was just a tiny sapling. Now it's large enough to provide leaves not only for her customers, but also for her neighbors. Anyone can stop by and pick some leaves to take home. I think that's one of the things I like about living here. People still share things with each other. And that is the big tree, the voi tree. While we were talking, she mentioned that she has an apartment available for rent. It has 2 bedrooms and a wet kitchen. And the rent is about 3.5 million Vietnamese dong a month. That's roughly 135 US dollars a month, depending on the exchange rate. This type of apartment is very common where I live. The area is quite hilly, so many houses are built into the side of hills. Because of that, it's common to find apartments underneath the main house. We usually call them basement apartments, but they are actually semi-basements because they still receive natural sunlight. The climate here is very, very humid. Concrete walls can easily become damp and develop mold, so many homeowners cover the walls with tiles or plastic panels. In this apartment, the lower half of the walls is covered with ceramic tiles, while the upper half is covered with plastic panels. It may look unusual to some of you, but it is very common here. In fact, I live in a similar apartment myself. That is the wet kitchen. It is very common for Vietnamese to have a wet kitchen or something like this. And that's pretty much my morning. Nothing exciting. No tourist attractions. No luxury lifestyle. Just an ordinary day in Vietnam. But maybe that's why some of you watch these videos. Not to see famous places, but simply to see what everyday life looks like on the other side of the world. If that's why you're here, thank you. And if you've made it this far, I would love to ask you a few questions. Why did you subscribe to this channel? What kind of videos would you like to see more of? And what parts of today's video did you find more interesting? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for spending parts of your day with me, and I will see you in the next video. By the way, I'm Ngọc.